there's two boards here actually, but this is an Arduino device. So it's a little bit like the Christine's LilyPad device. And it's a microcontroller, and you can program it to do lots of different things. And so what Liz is interested in is air quality and asthma. And so what her plan is, and this is actually a thesis that she's doing, so she's going to be continuing to work on it next semester, but she's developed a data logger, and so you see a picture of her device there. It's got an ozone sensor that's hooked to it. So a little device that senses the ozone in the air, which is one of the chemicals that cause asthma. And so what she's trying to do, she also took my Geographic Information Systems class this semester, and in that, what she's done is mapped Springfield, and she's gotten data on all of the roads in Springfield and how much traffic goes day to day to day to day. So some of them was amazing. Some of the roads in Springfield, it was 50,000 cars in one day, which that was amazing to me. She also got some data on where the schools are, and then she used a computer, it's called buffering, where she was trying to say how far away from schools are these roads, or how close are they to the roads. And what her plan is now that she's got a she's still working on this, but she's now trying to calibrate her ozone sensor to make sure it can pick up the ozone in the air. And so there's a public health faculty at UMass named Rick Peltier, who I don't think is here, but he's actually got a little box in his lab where he can fill a little box full of ozone, or he knows exactly how much ozone is in this box. It's not something you can see with your eyes. And so Liz is now going to take this device, and this is her measuring ozone in her room, but she's now going to take this device to Rick's lab and actually measure the ozone in a controlled environment, in a place where she knows exactly how much ozone is in the box. So that's where she's at with it.
My name is Liz Pongratz, and I'm an environmental science student at UMass Amherst. My research is entitled Pollution to Solution. Did you know that in Springfield, Massachusetts, 1 in 5 children have asthma? This is a huge problem. Myself and citizens of the Pioneer Valley are concerned with the effects that poor air quality can have on asthma. I'm working with Sarita Hudson, the manager of the Pioneer Valley Asthma Coalition. They're running a campaign to increase awareness on how emissions from idling cars and buses are contributing to unhealthy air for students at schools. Nitrogen dioxide and ozone are common air pollutants that trigger asthma attacks and may worsen a person's existing asthma. Lung function is reduced, and emergency room visits due to asthma increase on days when ozone concentrations are high. Short-term exposure to nitrogen dioxide has been linked to airway inflammation in healthy people. The problem I am addressing is that the instruments for measuring air quality are very expensive, so no one is measuring the ozone and nitrogen dioxide concentrations at schools. People don't have to wait for the effects of climate change to feel the impacts from burning fossil fuels. The children of Springfield are already suffering from the pollution in car exhaust. I'm engineering a low-cost sensor-based Arduino technology to detect air pollution at schools in Springfield. I'm working with my advisor, Professor Charlie Schweig, and I'm using an online makerspace called Public Lab as a community forum to share my research and learn best practices using do-it-yourself technology. I am programming my ozone and nitrogen dioxide sensor to gather air quality data at the schools. I will use a GPS to track the data I collect, and I will be able to use the GPS coordinates in a geographic information system to overlay my data onto one comprehensive map that will show the areas of poor air quality around schools. The Pioneer Valley Asthma Coalition will be able to use my map for their fight against asthma in Springfield.